Halo, halo, witam serdecznie w szóstym już odcinku z serii The Invincible. No i w dzisiejszym materiale muszę zbadać kolejne ślady konwoju. Tym razem w postaci łazika. Mamy właśnie jakieś kolejne pozostałości po starszych wykopaliskach, ludziach. No zobaczymy, co z tego wyjdzie.
My legs feel really heavy.
Give yourself a moment to rest, Doctor. You certainly deserve it.
Mamy trupy kolejne.
Actually, it's right in front of me.
Może czarna skrzynka będzie do znalezienia.
Why even bother with security measures when they just leave So, let's hear it.
Hello, base. This is Antka. Hello, Antka. Tesla here. I can hear you. Reporting. 25th day of the mission, 7:15 a.m. We arrived.
I saw it on the
We
slides.
encountered a terrain obstacle, but it has been removed.
You can skip ahead if you would.
We've established permanent access to the extraction site, separated the material for research. Now we're securing the first transport. Dr. Boza and Osterhaus have already begun their preliminary research here on site. Gotcha. I'm passing it on. Let us know if there are any updates. Of course. Over and out.
There's more.
Base, come in. Dr. Boza wants to talk with you. Tesla here. Over. We have a sort of discovery.
Oh, I'm listening.
25th day.
Base, this is Boza.
Doctor.
These tiny crystals contain highly advanced technology. Individually, they are slender and helpless. However, when in a group, they seem to stimulate and support each other, revealing new properties. At first, they started to emit an electromagnetic field.
Okay, and then?
A handful of small crystals gathered together. When in a larger group, they activated and... this is our biggest revelation so far. They started floating in the air.
Did I hear that right?
The larger the group, the easier, more freely.
Yes. Apparently it's flying.
Like a swarm of mechanical flies.
Slow down, Doctor. You say crystals, or rather flies. Which one is it?
Call it whatever you want. These creatures have a precise threefold symmetry, resembling the letter Y, with three-pointed arms connecting in a central bulge. Black as coal in direct light, shimmering with shades of blue and olive in reflected light. As my colleague Osterhaus mentioned, they somewhat resemble the abdomens of certain terrestrial insects. Is Markovnik there?
Navigator's unavailable right now.
Well, please let him know we'll submit our reports as soon as he's available. Oh, and have him send us another transporter, will you?
Autonomous robots the size of flies.
It's not finished. Let's keep listening.
Hello, convoy. Anka, come in. Are you there? Yes, I'm here. We're finishing loading. Preparing to depart. Don't!
Gets tense.
Leave the material behind and return to the base. But why? What happened? Scouts came back from this whole city. Tesla? What's going on? Hello? Tesla, come in.
Navigator speaking. Don't take anything. Just get out of there. Immediately. That's an order.
Last saved recording.
Amazing. Microbots grouping and flying together, similar to flies, capable of affecting other machines, even to the point that those affected become dangerous to humans.
The microbots, they must be dangerous as well. I don't know how, but not all people were killed by larger robots.
I think I figured it out, partially at least. The Alliance scientists were very clear that all of this had to do with an electromagnetic field, the field emitted by these flies. When people displayed disturbing symptoms, field measurements showed above average values. At first I thought it was a sensoric malfunction, after all the machines were broken. It turns out that field damaged them. So all the malfunctions occurred afterward.
Why didn't I think of it sooner? Prolonged exposure to strong electromagnetic fields can be harmful to the human brain. Usually it concerns the long-term effects, months and years of unfavorable conditions.
Please elaborate, Doctor. What sort of effects?
Various brain dysfunctions. It may even lead to the arrest of vital organs.
So that's how... Merit.
Most probably. Another known effect of the EM field is memory loss. The human organism continues to function normally, but the human being as such is helpless, vulnerable. Like a baby, they don't understand the world around them.
Can such a person learn the world anew?
I can't be sure. There's no precedence. Even if there is room for development, learning everything all over, they won't remember anything. Even language, their past, our voyages together. Let's face it, this new life of theirs will be far from normal. They'll be aged children, walking curiosities, oddities, lab rats, all that made them gone to hell.
Perhaps researching those flies will help us to better aid our people. We're theorizing for now. Be worth examining. Confirm at least.
Got it, Astrogator. I'll search for those containers of flies.
No tak, tylko w międzyczasie udało mi się grę zbugować i nie mogę się w ogóle ruszyć, więc no sprawa prezentuje się trochę głupio. Pojemnik z muszkami, no kurde, ale głupota, że nie mogę skoczyć w żaden sposób. Myślę, że jakoś wejdę na ten sterowiec, ale nie ma opcji. Kurde, ale beznadzieja. No i teraz mamy kłopot. Nie wiem, jakieś wczytywanie. No dobra, nareszcie udało się po raz kolejny zrestartować grę. Mamy kolejne tereny.
I've located one of the transporters, sir. Please don't celebrate yet, though. Something strange has happened to it.
Get to the point, please. What's wrong with it?
The outer shell is damaged. There are holes everywhere.
Like, from bullets?
No, it looks like it's been corroded by strong acid. The door to the cargo bay has budged a little, but it won't open fully. It's too awkward to squeeze in. The whole vehicle is just stuffed with bushes.
But can you see past them?
Not quite yet. Now. I can see broken containers. No sign of the flies.
Just plenty of bushes.
You have some theories, sir?
Everything that comes to my mind seems absurd.
You go ahead, sir. As I see it, no idea is too absurd right now.
I haven't quite thought it through. Not yet. Maybe after I listen to your assessment.
Well, look, I think it might work like this. The bushes and flies have a symbiotic relationship. I even consider that the flies are part of the bushes. Just like the fruits. If the flies can fly, they behave more like insects, and the bushes like plants.
I see we're getting back to biological analogies. According to your profession, do I correctly conclude that you are confident that this can be a life form?
Given the age of the oldest forms and the evidence of continued activity, differentiation, a particular drive towards miniaturization, improvement, and lethal effectiveness, I dare say that we are dealing with an evolution here. Far longer than that of human. Also very different. And dead.
Necroevolution. Mortuus evolutiovis. I still don't understand where this change is coming from.
What if I said that the flies and bushes are the same thing, but in different forms? When they need to move, they develop moving parts, the flies. When they need to multiply, expand their volume, they settle on the metal substrate, form bushes, absorb raw material. And they are again ready to transform and relocate to a new source. And so on and so forth.
And I can tell you it's the most sophisticated form of being I've ever heard of, with all the skepticism that comes with it.
The second transporter is under a force field. above the ground.
So it is operational. Probably also in better shape than the other one.
It certainly looks better.
The cargo may be intact then.
I know how to get inside. Under this field.
Will you dig a tunnel?
I won't have to. There's already an entrance. I just need to get to it. The force field melted adjacent rocks.
They had to run the generator on full power. They were defending themselves after all.
From the swarm of flies, I presume.
We don't know how large it was. They didn't capitulate. That's a good sign.
Well, I don't know that. So far, I can only confirm that the field has not dissipated. Yet. There are powerful emitters in the center. Similar to those on energobots.
Emitters only? Do they look like they're buried in the ground?
Yeah.
Then you're looking at the top of the energobot. Well, look carefully. Energobots can bury themselves in such a way that only the emitters protrude from the surface.
No dobra, wydaje mi się, że mógłbym już przejść na dalsze tereny. Tu była jeszcze dodatkowa ścieżka, zaraz zobaczymy. Okej. Może to będzie droga do tunelu właśnie. Czyli do środka bariery. To w sumie jedyna droga, jaką jeszcze widzę, inna. Rzeczywiście. Nie, to się dowiadujemy już w sumie najważniejszych informacji. Czym jest zagrożenie. Jakieś latające muchy. Albo roboty, albo forma biologiczna, jakakolwiek nowa.
Astrogator, I found their probe. Looks like it hid from the flies. Or just ended up here by pure luck.
Luck indeed. This registry could be valuable, especially if it managed to photograph everything from a greater distance.
Come here, little probie. Oh, that didn't work. It flew away.
Is it scared of you too?
I'd rather say that my lack of authorization is more of a problem than me being scary. I won't be able to bring the probe down unless I find a working controller. I got inside the field. Do you copy, sir?
Of course. The force field doesn't block radio waves. I suggest the following. If this transporter is actually running, it doesn't make any sense to take out the containers and carry them with you. You're going to take the whole transport. You'll have the flies in large numbers and a powerful means of transport that can fly over terrain inaccessible to the rover. But before you leave, you need to take down the force field. So first, the energobot, turning off the force field, then transporter, departure. All clear?
All good and clear as the sky is blue. Just waiting for things to go sideways.
Okej, mógłbym już wejść do góry.
Is the probe still with you?
Nie ma opcji.
Yes, it's around here. Somewhere.
Robię jakieś zdjęcie, nie wiem. Już jestem w dobrym miejscu, tędy może coś znajdę jeszcze. Jest większy robot, jakoś w środku podobno.
The field is no longer a problem. Disabled.
Perfect. All that's left is to get the flies out of there.
Just as I thought. The equipment's still active, but everyone here's dead.
To miejsce nie wygląda bezpiecznie. Ale możemy zobaczyć od środka, jak wygląda generator pola siłowego. Coś jeszcze znajdę? Więcej? Nie. Od góry, od dołu nie ma opcji. Co to za technologia?
Send shivers down your spine.
I know it's hard getting used to the sight of corpses.
It's more than that. I'm starting to understand the suffering they felt in their final moments. They were left to fend for themselves, yet unable to do so. This one man, he even ate parts of his suit, tried to survive. I'm climbing onto the hovering transporter.
Before you leave, though, please check that the cargo is intact.
Dobra, pytanie, czego ja w ogóle szukam? Nie widzę jakichś wielkich możliwości na stan obecny tędy. Come on. Klucz.
All good. I hope. Will this really help our people, Astrogator?
It will, I'm sure. So, what? Off we go? Yasna, what are you wondering about?
What if we're making a mistake? Maybe I shouldn't take the flies off Regis. Maybe it's better to leave them alone. Here, where they belong.
What are you?
I just worry that we might spread this threat, and the tragedy of one planet becomes a tragedy of entire galaxies. Not to mention, all humanity.
Forgive me, Doctor, but that sounds a bit overdramatic. We can handle some mechanical flies.
Huh. Well, maybe you're right, sir. I tend to assume the worst-case scenario, but not without reason, may I add. Anyway, before I go on my merry way, I'd like to see them up close.
Very well. Just hurry up.
Coś mamy? Puste chyba. Czy tam na dole coś jest?
Wow. I must admit, they look amazing.
Yasna, what have you done?
I'm watching them, nothing more. Don't worry, sir.
What? Some goddamn black hole has opened in the stratosphere. And you say not to worry. Just look outside, Doctor. See for yourself.
Trzeba było nie dotykać. Albo wziąć jedno, a nie dwa na raz. Jakaś czarna dziura się otworzyła, czy jak? What the hell?
How large a group of these flies could be. I can tell you,
Zamykamy?
be gigantic.
No, nie mogę nic zrobić. Dobra, sterujemy. Bo w tym momencie większość osób wariowała przez pole elektromagnetyczne.
Hello, Dragonfly. I fell, but everything's all right. I'm fine. Oh, shit! They're alive. These bushes. Something's flying out of them. It's those creatures. They're the ones doing it.
One co robią? Czy już je widzieliśmy wcześniej? A dziwna sprawa.
Fuck! The same thing over and over again! No wonder we finally ran out of luck. Too much of this damn curiosity. Who needs to know what might kill us?
I don't know if I should interrupt your speech, sir. It is quite interesting to listen to.
Yes, sir. This is too much. I've asked you how many times already.
Please forgive me, Astrogator, for continuing to, well, be alive.
You know that's not what I meant.
If it weren't for me, you could have just flown away, sir.
That's not true, Doctor.
At least we learnt the truth about this planet and the inorganic beings that inhabit it.
What good does that do us, though?
We know the cause of the stupor. Maybe we can find a way to cure Koval. If anyone from the Alliance survived, and they already started their research into a cure.
I wouldn't count on it. It's more likely they're all dead.
Not necessarily. It's a large base, and I only found a few bodies. The rest of them must be somewhere.
Or you'll find more corpses, Jasna.
Hey! Something changed. The balloon over the base disappeared.
You mean it flew away, or did it fall to the ground?
Oh, I hope it's the latter. If it caught the west wind, it would have fallen in this area.
Właśnie coś widzę.
We're lucky. It's hanging from a cliff, close to the ground.
Can you get to it? Unhook it?
Maybe that won't be necessary.
Jeszcze coś więcej.
Oh, shit. Somebody's here.
If all you're seeing is dots on the tracker...
No. I can see them with my own eyes. 2 of them, even.
2 people, alive.
Huh? Where did they go?
Have you lost them?
Well, I can't see them now. They were here just a second ago.
Are you sure? What did they look like?
One was wearing an Alliance suit, a green one. The other one, I don't know. He looked different.
I see. And now they are nowhere to be found.
Damn right.
Doctor...
Oh, just a moment ago, my consciousness was over the ocean. I saw a big black cloud that appeared out of nowhere, which I then forgot. And now these ghosts.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
The sight of them was so vivid. Just for a moment. I've been looking for someone for so long.
I suggest focusing on what's certain. That balloon is still there, is it not? If it had operational cameras, we might get some answers.
You don't have to convince me, Astrogator. I'm going.
The rover is nearby if needed.
Good to know. Thank you.
How are you feeling?
Let me just say this. Literally everything hurts. I don't know where frustration ends and a contused lung begins. But at least
Yes.
I'm alive.
Czy bohater powiedział, że mam linę jakoś koło siebie?
You know what, sir? That whole incident at the start of my journey.
Yes, I remember.
I got badly hurt back then, and I damaged the radio.
And you lost your memory.
The thing is, it wasn't the real cause. There were bushes there too. Remember, sir? Just after the fall, the same black cloud of flies gathered above me. They subjected my brain to an electromagnetic field.
Yes, now that's what you suspect.
I know it. The memory of that event came back to me.
So it was the flies all along. In the case of our crew as well.
Yes. And that antimat in the tunnels and the whole convoy. It happened to all of them.
Ale jakie widoki niesamowite. Geograficznie bardzo ładnie jednak gra wygląda. Wizja całej planety. Przy okazji sam wózek dosłownie przyjechał. Ja osobiście, znaczy nie wiem jaka jest tam technologia w tym świecie, ale od razu bym pomyślał, że może ci ludzie przyjechali. Już bym się zaczął odsuwać prędzej od tego wózka, ale to chyba nie ma znaczenia. Może jakoś mnie namierzył jakąś technologią. GPS. Balon, do balona muszę się dostać. Mniej więcej jeszcze pamiętam drogę. O, zaraz. Jak to przejechać? Strome urwiska. Jakoś tędy mniej więcej.
Step at a time, Jasna. One step at a time.
Może balon mi coś powie, jakieś informacje ważne. Mniej więcej idę w dobrym kierunku. Tędy? Mapa. Tak, idę w dobrą stronę, okej. Jeszcze trochę na wprost i po robocie. Proszę bardzo. Czego się dowiemy?
I'm getting close to this fallen balloon.
What's so funny?
Oh, nothing, sir. It's just, in my mind it sounded like the title of some Renaissance painting.
The fallen balloon of Regis.
Yes, exactly. I found the recorder.
The fallen recorder of Regis.
Please stop. From the top. Let's see. The 25th day of the mission. Morning. The balloon goes up. You can see the immediate surroundings of the base. They're operating at full capacity. The base is active.
Coś tam jeszcze było, jacyś inni, nie?
I didn't see that from below. They parked several vehicles on top of a nearby hill. The balloon is moving away from the base.
Which direction?
Approximately south. It found some water reservoirs, many of them. Rocks, water, sand.
Anything noteworthy?
No, not really. No people, units, nor significant changes in the surroundings. The balloon's completing its loop. It seems quieter at the base. But there's still a few people. 2 vehicles that weren't there before. They're grouping up. A dozen people gathered in the square, next to the vehicles. They've left. There are no vehicles. There's no one. They must have set off towards their old base.
Or to the ship.
But why didn't they wait for the convoy to return?
Maybe they didn't know the others were in trouble.
Doubtful. It was after the Cloud's attack.
Well then, apparently that's how the Alliance treats its people. Lousily, without dignity.
Całkiem możliwe.
The subsequent shots are similar to each other. They show an empty base. actually quite a few of these. Oh, captured the moment I entered the base.
Chyba, że to kto inny.
And it's empty again. At 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I was on my way to the convoy by then.
So we won't find out anything else.
Ktoś był.
Wait, you're wrong. Someone was in the base. A man.
So he's real after all.
Yes, I'm not crazy. I saw him.
I never suggested you were. Nevertheless, I apologize. Shouldn't have doubted your words, Jasna. But where is this man now? And can we expect any more?
I think he's near the base. Judging by the last slide, the Alliance must have a hideout there.
And we need to go back, I guess.
Do kryjówki sojuszu, jasna sprawa, czyli wkraczamy.
Decades of space travel have instilled a certain conviction in me. I think people can be more dangerous and deceitful than anything else we may encounter on our journey.
I know that. Sometimes I think the presence of humans is the worst thing that happened in space. Or to space, even.
And why do you insist on seeking them out?
I don't feel like I have any other choice. If I'm going to escape from here, it'll only happen with the Alliance's help. So I must find them. Oh, that probe again.
Is it flying near the base, within range of the control center?
Affirmative.
And?
Do you expect me to rummage through the enemy's equipment? Again?
Well, in my opinion, the more we learn while delaying our encounter with the Alliance, the better. So, what will it be, Doctor?
Agreed. I'm curious to see what it's recorded. Especially since it witnessed what happened to the convoy.
Okej, czy muszę sprawdzić jeszcze tamtą kamerę latającą? A gdzie się ona podziała? Już nie mam zielonego pojęcia. A gdzie był widziany jeszcze hideout? Okej, czy jestem w sumie bardzo blisko, jakoś tamtędy.
I could have spent countless days in this base and still not discovered their hideout. And it's right above my head. All I needed to do was look up.
So this means there's a view of the entire base from up there.
The probe is no longer flying.
Which probe?
The first one. The one that patrolled the base.
You didn't mention it, Doctor. So the probe landed.
Or someone brought it down. The recorder's been emptied. There's no data. It's completely clean.
Should have checked it right away. Now we'll never know what it recorded.
Yeah, I'm fully aware. But it doesn't matter anymore.
Because you want to talk to the Alliance, don't you?
They're the best source of information, Astrogator.
No to są chyba dwie sondy, jedna na drugie. Jakoś się, nie wiem, gra zbugowała. Tak to wygląda. Patrzcie na to, co się w ogóle dzieje. Jedno z drugiego wyrasta. Czyli misja polega na dotarciu do kryjówki, tak? To jest nasze główne zadanie. Dobra, więc w tym miejscu w sumie zakończę dzisiejszy odcinek. W sumie wiem, że jestem blisko zakończenia. Chyba jeszcze jeden albo dwa odcinki jeszcze będą, więc jeżeli was to interesuje, to polecam zostawić lajka, dzwonka po kolejne codziennie wychodzące odcinki z tej gry oraz z innych gier. Dobra, więc to było na tyle. Ja się z wami żegnam. Do jutra.